Wow, one job.
You had one job. And welcome once again to the JKT Radio podcast, where all your bad jokes go out the balcony and off the window. I know
And
words.
sometimes
You
words form
screwed
properly.
that up.
Words work well. Words are good. Words are your friends, but
my fault.
But not mine.
It is your fault, Chrissy.
And I am your child manager today. Child manager, Kira, and I have a pretty guest with me. Tell me your name, pretty guest.
Chelsea.
And who are you, pretty guest?
Victoria's sister.
There we go. I also have
Trevor's
Victoria.
future sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Year and a half.
Oh
Little
my
over.
god.
Yeah,
I
little
know.
over, yeah.
That's
It's
soon.
weird to think about.
Yeah. I know I was planning a
old.
trip for that summer, but I can't go
Oh,
because you're
boo.
getting married. So
Yep.
I
Canceling
have to
plans.
be here.
Right? Ruining plans since 2020.
Yeah.
So there's Victoria and Trevor. I also got Chrissy.
Hi, I exist. Also, Devin has been sacrificed again.
Yeah, he's fine. I have yet to find a good spell to keep a frog in human form.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We're working on it. It's fine.
One of these days.
It's fine. One day, I'm gonna just bring a frog into this building.
We should.
I brought a ladybug last week.
Oh, you did? Yes, I remember that. That was a weird ladybug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like he wasn't calm. He was flying around all the place.
I think he had been stepped on.
Probably.
Well, that would make anybody not calm.
I did find him literally outside the door of this building.
Yeah.
I think he had been stepped on. We got a whole host of topics. What do we want to talk about first?
Well, what you
What
got?
do you have?
Oh wait, we have a PSA
Okay.
because I don't want to sound like a dick. We are not actually beating up real ladies as chunky boys. I promise. It's a video game. It's fine. It's a quick PSA. I'm not actually beating the shit out of anyone. No one is. It's a video game, guys.
Once you see it, it will all make sense.
It will, because we've only had to record it.
3 times now?
It will be 3 times
It will be
tomorrow.
3 times.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Noon. Oh, that probably peaked.
It probably did, but whatever. Apparently some people like it peaking anyway, so. But we won't get into that.
We won't talk about that. So what do we want to start off with? Do we want to start off with, you had a topic, pretty guest. I will never.
I'm not gonna be able to think straight if you keep calling me pretty guest.
This is how Barnabas gets all late.
No.
Here.
We'll do this.
Yeah. Okay, so Chelsea.
Oh, I don't know. I was just asking if anybody had seen the Joker movie, and apparently I'm the only one who's seen the highest grossing movie of all time. I think
Give us a review then. What do you think of
What was
it?
your
I
input?
thought it was amazing. I mean, I think that I read a lot of reviews before I went into it because I had heard a lot of mixed reviews.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's Joaquin Phoenix, like, and it's the Joker. How could it possibly be bad? And then a lot of the reviews were like, oh, you're sympathizing with this crazy person. And then I watched it and like, you're not. Because none of his actions are rational. Like, you're not like, oh, that's totally the rational response to this situation. Like, no, not at any point. It's just a really good origin story to how you end up at Heath Ledger's Joker, which is, like, obviously the ultimate, I think,
All right.
inarguably.
Yeah.
There's only one Joker that's on par with Heath Ledger, and that's I can never remember his name, but the animated series Joker. He played it for like
that was
Mark Hamill, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Star Wars guy.
My only issue from what I've heard about the Joker is like, I'm really tired of them pitting, they keep villainizing mental illness, and that's something that really bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it, because it is an interesting backstory for him. And I really, from what I have heard of him, of the story, I really like how, like, they go about talking about the stigma of mental illness. But on the other hand, again, you could have given that story to any other character without making it this ultimate bad guy Joker. I don't know how I feel about, them making him, another, it's like,
I mean, I think at the end of the day, the Joker is an iconic character that's been around for forever. And obviously the dude is insane, right? Like, clearly, whoever's going to go on a murderous rampage against Batman, like, you're probably not right in the head.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to give him an origin story, you have to fit that in there. But it also, again, he's like a sociopath. It's not just like your average mental illness. Like, the things that the way he reacts, there's like this one scene, I obviously won't get into spoiling it, but there's this one scene where he goes a little AWOL, and there's just this moment where you're like, that was just so uncalled for. And like, not at all the way that anybody who just had a mental illness would deal with the situation. Like, I remember when I was reading some of the reviews, I totally was like, oh, I thought that I was like, oh, they're gonna they're putting the stigma on it, or they're making you empathize and like justifying his behavior. And then you watch it and you're like, okay, no, you're literally just watching. It's like, okay, so that Joker that you saw that was Heath Ledger, that was the ultimate. This is how this dude got here.
This is how that started.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole point, right? It's really based on. And I think that was another thing too, is people went into it kind of thinking it was going to be this like superhero movie, like filled with action from start to finish, like they typically are.
No.
And it's not. Like, and it really gets off to a slow start, and then there's this one kind of point where it all starts to go sideways. And it was just, I just thought it was like fantastically done, and it was like a good pace, and yeah.
Because I am mentally ill, and I have a whole variety of mental illnesses, so I get a little bit leery with that kind of thing, but I can totally, I might have to take a look at the movie and like actually see.
Yeah, I mean, I think the point is like go into it as like you're looking. This is the Joker. This is this character, and they're trying to finally give him an origin story. It's no deeper than that, really.
Yeah.
Like it's not this. I mean, obviously, there's certain things about society and what's going on right now that play into it, but it's about that character. And so, I mean, what kind of origin story would make sense for him, right? Like, and that's basically what it was.
True.
I kind of liked it being a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I mean, you kind of take it with a grain of salt, right? I mean, it's either like, you choose to believe that this is what happened, or you just ignore it, because it doesn't link up with all the classic characters along the way. Like, there's differences. I really think it was based on Heath Ledger's character. Like, that's what this lead up was.
He was a good Joker. I want to see them do the card gang. I can never remember their name. I'm bad with names today.
You are.
Batman had a villain group, and they were all named after cards, and they were all. I think every Batman villain has a mental illness.
Yeah, well, that's why it's like Arkham Asylum.
The Asylum. But there was one. The main leader of this group was an 11-year-old girl or something, but she had the power to distort reality at whim.
Okay.
And she just wanted a friend, and she couldn't have one because she was too powerful.
Huh.
I have no idea
That
about
sounds
this.
like some X-Men.
Yeah, how have I not heard of this
on.
either?
I have no
They
idea.
had a whole. It was an entire arc in one of the Batman cartoons.
Okay.
I watched
That
it.
would be
I
interesting.
know there was that one little girl who was like actually an adult in a child's body or something.
I think that
like
is Ace. That might be Ace of Spades.
All right. I have no idea.
I just know that one because I've seen like the clips of that scene.
See, if I'm sorry, people, but I'm gonna
Quick
bring up a
Google
picture
search.
of Spades, Batman.
Well, that's close.
That's-
You're just gonna get the Motorhead song.
Yeah.
There was a Motorhead song.
I didn't
It's
know
like
that was a villain name.
it's one of their biggest songs.
The only song I know by them.
She is a metahuman.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
The Royal Flush Gang. There we go.
All right. Royal Blush. Okay, got it. Yeah.
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 Am I the only one that has still never heard of this gang?
Oh, I've never heard of it.
No, I've never heard
No, I'm
of
just
it.
saying Royal Flush.
Oh, I
makes
thought
sense,
you were
card
like,
games.
oh yeah, no.
Like,
I
oh yeah,
remember.
obviously, of
I was
course.
like, wait, I still have no idea what
No,
we're
no
doing.
idea who they are, but the name makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She had a bunch of childhood trauma. She was essentially given mental illness because of the trauma she went through as a child.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
PTSD will do that.
And she
Yeah.
Oh, is that where the Joker comes from?
Okay,
Oh
so
my
similar.
God.
So they give him a whole backstory like that.
Oh, okay.
Is that where the Joker like comes from?
Okay.
No, Joker was not part of the Royal Flush Gang.
Oh,
But
What
yes,
what about the Riddler?
that's not a card though.
That's not a card. No, the Riddler was.
So the Riddler and the
Riddler's just
Joker
there.
are so similar, but they're so different.
Yeah.
And there's a new Batman movie, and the Riddler is one of the characters.
Ooh.
Yeah, and did you guys know who
yeah,
Batman is?
it's with Robert Pattinson.
It's Rob
isn't it? Yeah.
Pattinson.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why?
I'm gonna have to
You
see
didn't
it.
know that? That's been,
No.
That was announced after.
No, I thought
Yeah,
that
it
was
was announced a while ago.
I'm pretty sure this one has Penguin in it too, and
Yeah.
I
Okay,
actually
that's
loved
probably why.
Penguin.
Ooh, they're
But
going back
Robert
to the classic
Pattinson
ones.
is
Yeah.
the Joker. Not
No,
Joker. Batman.
No, it's Batman.
Like,
He was
I
announced
don't-
as officially being the Batman about like a
Oh.
week after what's his tits quit.
I mean, he could be good.
What's his twit?
Affleck. I hate him.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But that was Ben Affleck's movies were DC, right? Like
all
the whole.
Batman
No. But Christopher Nolan's was like a separate. It wasn't.
It was still DC though.
Well, the universe, but it wasn't like actually like DC films, was it?
It's still DC.
Was it?
What was it?
It's because DC.
I thought it- what?
DC makes comic books.
No, I know that. Thank you. But you know how there's like different. I don't know. I thought it was a whole different company, like a whole different
No, it was
producer,
totally part of DC,
director.
yeah, 'cause,
no,
like-
no. I know the universe, but I mean.
Well,
It can't be separated from the original.
So you're telling me
story.
that Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, one of the best movies ever, and the DC Batman with Ben Affleck that came out are the same production company and everything? Like,
Yeah, because it would have
oh
to
wow,
be.
how do you go so sideways?
Well-
Producers. and
Okay.
directors.
Directors,
Okay.
Yeah.
producers, writers.
I mean, it's like Marvel now, and like
Basically, when they
Iron
have-
Man has to be a part of Marvel. So
Yes, but
Like
of
the-
course, but it's the same Iron Man. It's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
DC tried to make they tried to make Justice League into the Avengers,
yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
how that happened. The Dark Knight was a standalone. It wasn't supposed to have any other superheroes
Yeah,
in
okay.
it.
Totally felt like a standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
others
Yeah.
were-
The others-
Which is why I guess it feels like such a different.
It is
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually a different movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I wonder what these ones are going to be like. I don't know about Rob Pattinson. Have you guys?
I
Did
don't
you guys
either.
watch The King that just came out recently on
No,
Netflix?
no.
So Rob Pattinson's British.
yes.
Yeah.
And in it, he has a French accent.
What?
What?
Wait, hold on. Robert Pattinson is British?
Yeah.
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 you never heard him diss
He originated
Twilight?
in
It's hilarious.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, he did.
He was Cedric.
Cedric.
Diggory.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cedric
Oh, yeah.
Diggory.
Yeah.
It's been years since
Wow.
I've watched anything with him. Because I kind of have still a bit of an accidental stigma because of Twilight.
He is a good actor. He was in
Oh,
Water
yeah,
for
true.
Elephants. That was amazing.
I like
Yeah, he just did
Remember-
Lighthouse too, which is I haven't seen it, but it's getting like amazing
All of
reviews.
these sound like chick
Okay.
flicks to me.
Remember Me was about 9/11.
Oh,
Water for
Well,
Elephants isn't
Remember
really
Me.
a chick flick. That's more like of a drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I went to watch Remember Me just because Robert Pattinson gets literally the shit beat out of him in the first 10 minutes. It was worth it.
See,
Nice.
He is a good actor, I do believe.
a really good
He's
actor.
actually recently he like shit on Twilight.
Okay, but yeah, but you guys,
that.
this French accent was not good.
He's British. No British man can pull.
That's
No.
true. It was just like, why'd you even cast him if you knew this is how he was gonna sound?
Yeah.
Like,
That's why.
because they were trying to say fuck the French.
Fuck the French.
Yeah, true.
I will
maybe
say-
they definitely were. Yeah, they were the antagonists.
Okay, not actually fuck the French, just to say.
I mean,
French.
well, you could.
Oh my god.
We're going to see a movie this weekend, aren't we?
Yes, last Christmas.
Oh yeah.
'Cause,
with
yeah, I didn't realize it was
Emilia
out. Just
Clarke.
with Amelia Clark. It's Daenerys.
Yes, I know.
Okay, it's new. It's
She just did a front page of a cover. I forget what magazine it is, and she
Yeah.
had these photos come out.
Yeah.
She looks so bomb. Like she looks absolutely nothing like.
Oh,
Daenerys.
yeah. She looks
she's always been
fantastic.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh no, I know. Trust me, I know. But like, she looks. I don't know. She doesn't also look like. I heard that movie was not good, by the way. but-
Last Christmas?
Yeah.
What?
But that's okay.
That's all I can think of.
Okay, well, I'm still seeing. I don't care.
Oh,
So
of course
it's
you are.
Amelia
It's
Clark.
fine.
So yeah.
do you spell her name?
Demonetized.
Emilia,
That sounds
and then Clark with an E.
Yeah.
I think
Look
that
at these.
one might
Okay,
be
look.
public.
Like, look at this photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our
like an
Christmas songs
actual
public.
angel. I know that
Yeah.
people listening can't see these photos, but you
Yeah.
guys should go look at
I
Amelia
just
Clark's
like
most recent
Christmas songs in
post.
general.
It might not be by the time this is uploaded, but
Well, no,
her-
it gets
it's
uploaded
okay. So the
every
magazine is
Sunday.
Wonderland, but like, look at this chick,
Damn.
We got.
I know.
right?
She's a babe.
You guys go look it up. You
I
gotta
am
look it up.
certainly reminded every time that I am not wholly straight.
I'm Barnabas.
Fair enough.
It's fine. I feel your pain. Let's let's get away from photos none of you can see.
Let's talk about trailers none of you can see.
Trailers. We were talking about trailers.
What
maybe?
trailers?
Oh
Sonic.
yeah, let's talk about Sonic.
Same.
Oh.
Just like I don't really know anything about it except for the fact that thank God they freaking changed.
They
What-
did. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt here, but I saw a post. It was a Tumblr post on Facebook, and it was like someone shared it, and it said like the original post was like the new Sonic, like he actually looks better, and then below it, it was like it's amazing how much bullying
I think
you
I-
How
saw,
much
Akira.
cyberbullying,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did. I should
Oh, I can't remember what it said exactly. It was just so funny. It was like along the lines of like fans being able to bully an entire production company or something like that.
To the
into-
point where they redesigned the entire character.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teeth.
It was so funny.
You want some stupid sexual facts?
Oh, what?
What?
Oh dear.
Always.
Barnabas facts.
I think I know where this is going.
My glasses are fine. I already broke them.
Oh, good.
I had to replace the screws on the hinges.
That's not bad.
So the guy that is working with the new Sonic design that made Sonic look good,
Yeah.
Oh no.
he originally did comics about Sonic furry porn.
That explains it.
Sorry, what?
Sonic.
Sonic for.
Oh
Excellent.
god.
Well, I mean, what were we saying? That the Sonic trailer could have been avoided if they just hired one furry. Well, they did it.
They did it.
They
They
fixed
did
it.
True.
Now,
So-
if only they could get a furry on the.
You know what I was wondering about this?
What?
So the fact that they changed like his design, did this push back the movie?
Yes,
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
It was supposed to
Yeah.
come out, I think, last month. It's now coming out next year.
Well, of course
Oh,
they push
wow.
back the movie. Like you can't. Yeah.
I'm seeing if I could find the post because it had the original guy's name in it.
Talk
but-
about a whole like back to the drawing board situation.
Right, exactly.
Well, when you get like that much of a backlash, like
Yeah.
did you see what they look like?
Oh yeah, no, it was
Terrible.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Terrible.
Like who thought that would be okay?
I don't
The
know.
Lion King got a similar reaction when the trailer first came out. Like, why were they so realistic and not kind of like the cartoon Simba, like a mixed
Yeah.
match of both?
But it's-
Yeah.
I mean, but that one at least makes a bit of sense because it's a lion.
Yeah.
That one, Blue Sonic did not look.
No.
Like a hedgehog.
Yeah. Blue
No, for
4-foot
sure.
hedgehog. That's kind of tough to.
It was,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
scary.
I mean, it's good that they listen to their fans though, and we're like, okay, no one likes this, we're gonna redo it, because obviously, like, there have been so many like times, like in the past, where like a movie has done something fans aren't a fan of, they just still put out the movie, and then it doesn't do well in theaters.
Well, because they're like, go see it and you'll like it or whatever.
And
people still don't
But
like
with
it.
this,
It's like-
it was like, no, you
Nobody
can I
wanted to
swear?
see it.
yes, you can.
Yeah,
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
okay, you fucked up the character.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I'm not gonna go see it because that's not Sonic.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
especially like a whole generation of millennials that like grew
I
up
couldn't
playing like
imagine
Sega
watching that
Sonic.
Yeah.
like you can't.
Exactly,
It
yeah.
has to be authentic.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was I saw the first picture when this like thing was shared on Facebook. Just like, that's fucking terrifying. Why would you
Yeah.
do that?
You couldn't. I would not be able to sit through like 5. I couldn't even. I never even saw the trailer because I couldn't.
either,
like,
yeah.
You can't look at that thing.
This is probably actually like hugely beneficial in terms of their marketing because now all these people that they've like satisfied are gonna feel an obligation to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, of
see
course.
this
exactly.
movie.
Yeah, it's very
Exactly.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
it'll
dumb-
probably do better than it would have done if they had just
Of
come out with
course.
it
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the dumb
absolutely.
thing is lots of companies, unfortunately, like they don't listen to their fans. Like they're like, oh, like whatever, go see the
Yeah.
movie. It's like,
Yeah.
no, this is shit. No one's going to see this. You're going to lose money because you created a movie that you didn't listen to your fans.
Yeah, can you actually think of any other situation where they've actually gone and
BioWare.
redesigned? What's that?
Yeah.
Gaming company.
Oh, okay.
Also, the
But a
cast trailer.
movie, like,
They won't fix that.
Yeah.
can you think of any other movie where they've literally gone back to the drawing board after releasing a
No.
trailer and
After-
redesigned the whole
No.
thing?
No, I can't.
Um.
Lots of companies, I feel like, just like they're like, oh, whatever. It's like they don't care. Like they'll just see it anyways. They're like, no, they fucking won't.
No,
Yeah.
If they-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
like
it's not in recent memory.
Yeah, I mean, it's
No.
kind of crazy.
yeah, like this is good. Like listen
Mostly
to your
people,
fans.
you're right. Mostly people complain, and they're like, "Well, too bad."
Well, and then, well, yeah, and then
It's like too bad. It's like these are the
Yeah.
people that are going to give you money, and if you're ignoring them, then that's not going to work out in your favor.
It's
Like
been deleted.
honestly,
What are you looking for?
I was looking for the comic because it had the guy's name in it,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
and it's been deleted.
Oh,
The post
yeah.
has
Yeah.
been deleted.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sad because I know who sent it to me. And I was just like, Vince, I know you won't fail me.
Vince has failed you.
Yeah.
The post is no longer available. So either the person he reblogged it from has blocked me because he thinks I'm creepy, because I'm just reblogging from some person he doesn't know, or it's been deleted.
Maybe.
It's one of those two options. It's happened before.
Yeah.
Do we want to move on to story times with Kira?
Story time with Kira. Da, da,
Story time with Kira.
da, da.
What we got today?
Well, so to timestamp this, Pokemon Sword and Shield came out today. Bam! It's exciting. Pokemon. Only I care. Trevor might care.
Trevor's a little
I-
bit
I
distracted.
care
by
a little bit.
alcohol.
Trevor cares about Pokemon a little bit.
I care.
So I went to the quote unquote midnight release. Where we're trying to get drinks here. Quote unquote midnight release. And I say quote unquote because it was supposed to be midnight, but we went Eastern time, so it was at 9 p.m.
Oh,
Oh, that's the
much
best.
better.
You gotta love the West Coast for that reason.
Yeah, right.
Great for me. I had to be awake at 5 in the morning to get to work.
Yeah.
It's great. But they phoned me the night before to tell me this, that they had changed the time. And they're like, oh yeah, at 7 o'clock we're doing a party. There's going to be a costume contest.
Oh dear.
I like costumes. Except I got home from work and I was a lazy bastard. So my costume, which wasn't a costume, I have a Gengar sweater.
Yes.
People here have seen my Gengar sweater. My brother stole it.
Oh.
He did beautiful makeup to go with it. So I went in my Pokemon pajamas and a sweater. And before anyone calls me out, this is not a fucking onesie. It's not a bullshit onesie costume.
Could it have been though?
I don't have a
about to say-
Pokemon onesie.
You could.
We might have to get like a 5-piece Pokemon onesie like thing.
Christmas.
We could be Eevees. We could all be Eevees.
The evolutions! Oh my god!
I call them wrong.
We could actually.
I
That
call,
would be-
that,
Yeah,
they
we
make-
could.
That'd
There's
be
enough of them
great.
now.
Yes.
They make those. So I was wearing some old. When I say old, these. Oh god, I was dating my first boyfriend, so they're almost 10 years old.
Who?
Robbie. I dated him in like grade 9.
I don't remember him.
He did not go to our school.
I still don't remember him.
You never met him.
You would have talked about him.
Not really.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
So they're old. There's no waistband. They're tied together with a hair tie.
Okay.
It's just holding them up.
Been there.
Wow.
And they're like fleecy Pikachu ones. They're covered in Pikachus. That's it. And I wore a off-brand Pokemon sweater. It has a Pokeball saying the Elite Four from Kanto on it. That's what I went as. Oh, and a hat. I had a Ash Ketchum hat.
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum.
I won the costume
which
contest.
Gen?
Sorry,
You
what?
won.
I won the costume contest.
Damn.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, so this how this went is obviously he 10 minutes before the game launches. It's like, we have a secret prize. We phoned some of you saying there was an impromptu costume contest. This is the manager of the store. And he's like, obviously the winner is this person. He's pointing to one of his employees. She had a full-on Mimikyu costume.
Oh, well.
It was fantastic. And he's like, but she's an employee. She can't win.
So pajamas is yours.
No, he's like, and the winner is you. I don't know your name.
Oh, that's
and I was standing
awesome.
right in front of him because they were doing trivia 5 seconds before it, and I had won half of the trivia prizes
Of course he did.
because I know all the Pokemon knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's a surprise to anybody.
This is
No,
a
it's
prize
not.
to no one. They said trivia. My brother took my things and walked away because he knew I would win. he was just like, no, you're gonna participate. You're gonna win. I'll just take these and walk away, so I don't have to.
So
do
what
it.
did you win for the costume contest?
It was like when we won the trivia, you won a prize for every little question. It was like there were like little shitty things like pins
Like,
and crap.
yeah.
Aw.
I won a deck of cards of a full-on deck of Pokemon
Damn.
cards.
That's unreal.
For those are like $20 to $30 now.
Yeah.
And
I
depending
won
on what's
That's
in there, they could be
amazing.
worth so much more.
It's a pre-built pack.
Oh, is it?
One of
Okay,
those
then.
pre-built packs,
Okay,
but
then
it does
never mind.
have a one booster inside.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah.
Vic, do you remember? I used to have 2 binders
Yes.
full
Yeah.
of Pokemon
Oh, I remember.
cards.
I loved
Yeah.
the binder too.
Yeah.
And like I had like the
same.
shiny ones and
Yeah.
like all those.
Then the hollows.
I should go
And like
find-
what happened? Do you think Mom sold them?
Oh, Mom definitely
Probably,
did something
yeah.
with
Fully
them.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
Little bitch.
Yeah.
Probably didn't even sell them because she wouldn't know that they'd be worth anything.
No,
No,
I think she
she's
gave them
not
away
stupid.
probably.
She was working in media, and they were starting to get hyped up at one point where people were talking about how much all of a sudden these cards were worth.
Okay, maybe then.
I feel like she made it
I
like
wouldn't
giving
be
them away
surprised.
in
Wait,
a
can
garage
she listen?
sale.
She can't listen to this, can
No,
she?
she doesn't.
No.
She could, but I would.
She could, but
She
she
doesn't
won't.
know this, yeah.
Yeah, I think she probably sold them or did something with them. But there was literally 2 binders worth of like the
Oh
card
yeah, no, I
slots
remember
and,
that. I
like-
remember flipping through them all the time, just like looking at them all.
I
Yeah.
remember trading them at school.
Oh yeah, same
I did
here.
the same
Yeah.
They were
thing.
currency, man.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I remember standing at Cap Elementary, like on the embankments, and like being like,
Yeah.
"Yo, you got a Charizard in there?" like,
Right, yeah.
I never really understood how to play the game, so I just kind of looked at them and kept them, and they're pretty. And I remember actually, back when I was 18, 19, I had one manager or something like that who was giving away a bunch of cards. I think I have like 100, 150, something like that.
That's not a lot.
No, but it's
It's like 2 decks.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I have them in like 4 or 5 different elastics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have more than I thought I would. I was just so excited. I was like, I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take these. These are mine.
Yeah.
These are oh my.
Yeah, I
I
was
never paid for any of my cards.
when we were leaving, my brother was having a laugh. He's like, "Didn't you say you weren't dressing up?" I'm like, "Uh-huh." And he's like, "And you wore your pajamas because you said you were going for comfort, not style?" I'm like, "Uh-huh." And he's like, "And they're falling down." And he points down, and they had actually, because there's no waist, they're falling down below my waist.
Oh, jeez.
So, like, my sweater covered most of it, but like they were past my undies, and I'm like, just grabbed it.
costume contest winner over
Right?
here.
Hey! This was really bad because like we were there for 2 hours because there was a quote party.
Yeah.
Not a party. We were sitting on the floor in the corner playing the game of life on my phone, and we look up and they're like the manager and the assistant. They're like, "That one," and I was like, I look over. I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Oh, she's your biggest fan. She's bought all your albums." Like, sweet joke. Sweet.
Yeah.
Bye. Go back to the game. A few people came to like join us on the phone. Like, what are you doing? I'm playing with game of life. Waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won a costume contest.
All right,
with
cool.
Nice.
0 effort.
Yeah.
Me effort would have been Team Skull, and I bet you I would have won that
Ooh,
too.
well, there's no
yeah.
I would have. If I wanted to win, I could have. It's stuck in my hair again. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Just
yeah.
leave it. Leave
Oh
it.
my god, no, she can get it.
Well, no,
Sorry,
no.
there's hair in
There's
Kira's
hair.
glasses. There you
I
go.
gotta-
As usual.
I gotta stop bringing these glasses here. Cause
Just stop putting them on your head.
Well, you need
that's
to
where
see.
they go.
Or like I have ones where like the little nose bits are like in the frames.
See, well, now they're gonna be stuck in your hair again.
That's
I
fine.
just got the hair out of the glasses.
It gives you work.
Okay.
It gives you
Keeps people busy.
It does.
It keeps the OCD occupied.
Yeah. It's again.
Well, no, I'm playing with my toes instead.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do we have any more subjects?
We do.
Well, obviously we do.
We
but-
always have more subjects. What do we want to talk about?
I don't know.
Wow.
Trev, you say something.
Say something for me. Sing
Sponsor
us.
time.
Do we?
Spon- yeah,
I was gonna say,
no.
do
Oh,
we
yeah,
want to do
sponsor.
sponsor break?
Yeah, sponsor time, sure.
Yeah, we're about halfway.
Okay.
Give me a sponsor.
All right. Give me a moment.
Read me
Are
some.
you gonna get your script again?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got
Yep.
a script. He's got
We're,
it.
we're going full narrator here.
Oh god.
No.
Laughing.
Delicious.
Want high quality clothing that's eco-friendly? Then the Great North Apparel is for you. Made from organic cotton and bamboo that is extremely soft. They're also doing their part for the environment. 10% of the profits they receive go towards conservation efforts around the world. So if you want some comfy clothes while helping the environment, go to www.thegreatnorth.net and use code JKTRadio at checkout to get 30% off your order. Check them out now.
That was amazing. I
That
love
was
it.
great.
One day we can do that without giggling.
Either that, or we just have to record it separately and just input it somewhere in the middle.
No.
We could do
the
that.
live reactions are way better than
That was fantastic.
It was.
I like the cough beforehand.
Well, yeah, you got to get yourself ready.
Yeah, but this is what we had to do. He whipped that out last time for the first time, and we all just started dying.
We had to die a little bit.
Yeah, that was made up on the spot like 2 weeks ago, something like that.
You had
Amazing.
it written down, didn't you?
No, yeah, but like
Oh,
I
yeah.
had like typed it all out like
But he hadn't
5
done
minutes
it.
before
Yeah,
we
you
started.
hadn't done it yet.
Yeah.
I made you write a script when I walked in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dictatorship here.
Speaking of it.
child dictator.
Just to preface, we were playing Fun Employed like 20 minutes before.
It's a card game. It's hilarious.
I did not get the dictator card,
No, you didn't.
but I got the drunk uncle and the
Yes.
dungeon master.
Yes, and
I'm
you did
already
not-
extremely
you
intrigued.
didn't-
Oh,
she
honey,
didn't
it's
get
amazing.
schoolers,
I
It's
didn't get the
hilarious.
school nurse because I went to a school for cannibals.
And we don't condone of feeding children to people.
No, it's
To
bad.
other children. It's fine. It's
Anyways.
fine.
Okay,
This
yeah.
sounds fantastic.
So what was your
I
subject?
will-
Send snake.
What?
I saw snake on your.
Who snake?
The snake on my
Solid
topic?
snake?
Oh no, that's my Pokemon list, sweetie.
Oh, but that's
That's my Pokemon list,
it's a
sweetie.
list. You're looking at the subject.
Look at-
This is my Pokemon
Oh,
list.
Vic, do you have
Sand
something?
snake.
No, I don't. Just say
Oh.
next topic.
Sorry,
Oh,
let me pull up my topic.
no worries. Everyone else will just.
Actually, I
Do the
didn't
work.
even get to my topics, but Disney Plus is out.
I was
now.
just
I
gonna
know.
say that actually.
I know.
I just thought of that
Did you
now.
buy Disney Plus?
No,
I don't know.
not yet.
No,
I want
honestly,
to.
too.
You guys both just got so excited, and then,
No.
but no, you
I
are
know,
not
it's like,
signed up.
The audio speaks.
Okay, so with Disney Plus, I have read some things about it on Facebook, like different comments. First of all, in Canada, we have a far fewer selection than in the States.
Yeah, that's because a lot of the movies that you're not allowed to watch them in Canada. We are banned.
Which sucks.
We're
So
Canada.
yeah.
Then we'll get a
Yeah,
heckin' VPN, and then we
No,
can
it doesn't
get
even
the
work.
States.
No, they
It
don't
doesn't
work.
with the
Oh, it doesn't work?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
shit.
Another thing.
Netflix eliminated
Okay.
VPNs like a year and a half ago too. and then that
Another
was the
thing
end of
too
it.
is that apparently it doesn't have the same feature as Netflix where like you can like pause something and then like leave and it like if you go back to it like if you're watching a TV show you have to find your episode in all the seasons.
Oh, I
And-
Oh, that's a massive.
And
flaw.
during a movie, if you stop it and again go back to it, it'll just start from the beginning.
I don't think.
I like that.
I don't.
I don't like doing that with Netflix because, especially with me, I have people that share the account.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Netflix gives you the option
Yeah.
because you either go play or you go restart from the
Yeah.
That is true.
Disney Plus
Yeah.
doesn't do that. You just start from the beginning.
I don't
That's what
know.
I've like heard on.
beginning. So do you guys have
online.
Netflix?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
And do you also have Amazon Prime? You do, right?
No.
I do.
No.
Do you have both Netflix and Amazon? And do you think that you would get Disney Plus? Because this is what
Well, I don't really need to. 'Cause- So I have Amazon Prime and I have Netflix, and then Devin has Disney Plus and he has Crave.
There you go. You got
Yeah.
a couple combos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we
Fair.
were watching something on Disney Plus the other day. I don't remember. I
Was
know
it DuckTales?
No, surprisingly, he was watching
Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. Yeah, of course he was. And we were watching something else. Can't think of.
Darkwing Duck.
It was not a Ducktales.
Marvel's X-Men, because that's what I want to watch.
No,
From the
surprisingly,
80s.
we were watching.
Ooh.
It was a show of some sort. which is helpful to absolutely
No
no
one.
one.
Nope.
Was it
No.
the new one with Falcon and?
No, I don't think that's out yet.
Is it not?
No.
I
I'm
know
not
what
sure.
you're
I'll
talking
have to
about,
look. I'll probably mention it the next podcast, or Devin will. But I know we were watching something, but I feel like he would have mentioned the fact that you have to find your episode, considering he is watching The Mandalorian. But then again, he could have also just binged the entire series.
Probably,
No,
yeah.
Mandalorian is a week by week one.
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh,
like,
okay, there you
like
go,
his
yeah.
Dark Materials, which was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Chelsea. Did you watch The Golden Compass when you were younger?
I don't know.
Okay.
It had the sexy cowboy man.
It has Nicole Kidman in it.
Daniel
It has a
Craig.
polar bear.
Nope.
This does not sound familiar.
Okay. So,
Oh,
Hey?
Daniel Craig's
yes.
voice.
No, he
Yeah.
was
The
actually
polar
on there.
bear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
the polar
they've
bear.
made that into a TV series from BBC. It's on HBO right now.
It's way better.
Okay.
It's amazing. So the Golden Compass is kind of like the North American version of it. It like originally it's a British like novel series. It's not really
Well, actually, no. The Golden Compass is the name of the first book. It's an entire.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
is.
is.
Not
Yeah,
the
it
no,
is.
not the British version.
Not the in.
I feel like if
In
anyone's
North
going to know about
America,
books,
yes,
it's going to be
Pardon
Victoria.
me.
The British version is a different name altogether. It's I can't remember what it is, but it's not the Golden Compass.
Yeah,
I know
but
that.
This is essentially the same argument of Harry Potter 1, the Philosopher's
Yeah, it's a
Stone,
different
the
story.
And the
Sorcerer's
Sorcerer's
Stone.
Stone, yeah.
Wizard's
You know what?
Nephew.
Can we not get into Harry Potter arguments?
Right?
Victoria will just
Jesus.
start yelling.
Oh, yeah. It was originally the Northern.
Yeah, the Northern Lights. Yeah, and then there's the Silver Knife and then something else.
Subtle
Like,
Knife.
yeah,
and
Subtle
then
Knife.
there
Yeah.
was the Amber Spyglass.
Yeah,
And
so-
not that I read the entire series.
Yeah, so the American version is the Golden Compass, but it's not actually that.
Honestly, the Golden Compass is a better name for it, anyways. 'Cause it
Yeah,
goes along with
I think
the
so.
whole
It, go,
tools.
it follows the theme.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like it's from the BBC. It's kind of interesting too. Is that the series itself? It wasn't like marketed towards like any specific demographic. Yeah, like it kind of seems like it's a young adult novel, but it's not really. It's like towards like anything, and it's heavily influenced by religion too.
Okay.
Yeah,
And this is HBO now.
it's yeah on HBO. Yeah,
So
really good.
crave.
it's really good.
okay.
Yeah.
Second episode was amazing. I
Yeah.
played it for the
So
next
yeah,
one.
it's kind of it comes out weekly, obviously, because it's HBO. So it's really
Sorry,
good
I
though.
feel like I interrupted. You had a topic, weren't you? Didn't you?
No, this
No,
is funny. Go.
not really. Go ahead.
We were looking at my list,
Oh,
and I realized I made a
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, okay, so it's my unfortunate thing. I have Crave, but I don't have Crave movies in HBO,
No.
which is like the extra $20 a month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm missing out on so much stuff, you guys, and I'm trying to convince my roommate because we share the Telus bill okay, first of all, we share the Telus bill, but I pay the Netflix bill.
Oh.
So really, by default, we should get HBO because I want it.
I mean, well, yeah, you're paying the Netflix bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus,
And
are you the one paying for the Crave?
no, the Crave is part of our Telus bill, so we
Oh, okay.
split
Yeah,
it
then
halfsies.
your roommate should definitely chip in for that because
So I
that way
missed,
it's even.
yeah, right. And I'm like, you will benefit from this as well because I missed Euphoria, which I really want to watch it. I heard it was amazing. I want to know about it. I missed Chernobyl, which I heard is like one of the best limited series that's
yeah.
come out in like a very long time.
Yeah.
And now this one.
Yeah. There's also I think Devin got Crave because he wanted to watch the last season of for the Game of Thrones.
Oh, so I
yeah.
bought it for 1 month so that I could watch the last season, which by the way was disappointing. And then I
That's not
am the only one that paid for it.
Oh.
Oh,
So I
okay.
paid
Yeah.
the extra $22 just
Yeah.
to watch the last season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so that came out. I plan on watching X-Men.
Yeah.
I have not. I'm under someone else's account.
And now I have the theme song stuck in my head.
So which one?
The
Was it
X-Men.
DuckTales?
Oh, see, I have DuckTales in my head.
See, as soon as my dad came and picked me up because I was buying my bugs, he said he bought Disney Plus, and I immediately in the car started screaming the DuckTales theme song. Like the child I am.
I found out that there was like a lot of movies that I forgot existed on there.
Yeah,
Like
there's
a lot of Disney movies that I forgot were a thing.
Yeah.
I can't think of any off the
There's
top
a
of my
lot
head.
of good
They also because they also have Pixar on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Disney
Disney
Pixar.
Pixar.
Yeah.
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 Monsters Inc. Man.
Yes.
Yeah, but see, I feel like I'm not going to get it
Me too.
because it's only Disney, and like
Yeah.
Monsters Inc., for example, is also on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Nope.
So is Toy Story.
Eventually,
No, they're
those will be
removing
taken off.
They've
I'm sure.
already removed over half of it.
They have.
Yeah, they're removing all of the Disney stuff off of, including Marvel, including
Yeah.
Anything
Star Wars.
owned by Disney.
You know, if these
There's actually a lot of stuff of
Fox.
Marvel on there. There's still a lot
Yeah,
a
but
lot
they're
on
removing
Netflix.
it.
Yeah, they are in the future. Yeah.
Ooh, so that's a big one.
Yeah.
I
Remove
think by the
Marvel.
end of the year, it's supposed to all be on.
Yeah, and anything by Fox too, since Fox now
Fox is owned by Disney.
You know, if these companies were really for the people, They would just join together
Yeah.
and create
Yeah.
one giant streaming service that you paid like 40 to 50 bucks a
Okay,
month
so
for.
my
You mean
thing,
cable?
my thing
But
with this,
the ability to stream is key,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't want to have to wait for the times.
Yeah,
Like,
Exactly, yeah.
They've abolished cable to create fucking cable again.
I know.
exactly.
That's
That's
what they did.
It's
that's
just cable
what
on
pisses me off
demand.
so
Yeah.
Netflix was created so that you can have all your favorite shows on one thing, so you don't have to pay so much a month
Do you
Yeah.
remember when
for a bunch of
Netflix
different
was-
channels and stuff.
$8.
No, do you remember
Yes,
when Netflix was
$7.99.
where you get the disc sent to you?
Okay, but yeah, with Netflix, like that was why it was so big. You paid like what $6-7 a month
Yeah.
for so much movies and TV shows. Now that streaming has become a popular
and
thing,
you could use a VPN back in the day, so you
Yes.
could get
Yep.
all of them.
now companies are like, oh, I'm gonna follow with Netflix and do the same thing. So it's virtually is back to cable where you're paying, even though it's low prices. If you're like
Cumulative.
signed to like
Yeah.
5 different
There was
like,
definitely a
streaming
meme about this
services,
going around right
then
now.
it's going back to cable again. So like, there's no difference now.
But
did the math.
to be fair, what's going to end up happening probably is people are going to cancel their cable subscriptions,
Yeah.
so which are $90 plus at least per
That's
month,
probably how
Yeah.
and then
Let
you'll
me,
just have streaming. The only thing is then where do you get your sports? Because this is our problem.
for sports.
We would
Sports
literally
on Prime
cancel.
Video.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
like all the sports?
A lot of them are. And SPN, which is the sports network here,
Yeah.
has a streaming network.
Okay, well here
Oh, yeah,
the
they
future is
do.
now, guys.
I just think it's so dumb though. Like,
let me do some math for you. Someone has done the math. I believe this is an American one though.
Oh yeah, it probably is. I've seen that.
With HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu. I've never heard of this. Showtime,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Showtime.
Prime Video, Stars. I don't know what that is.
Stars also is part of HBO though. If you buy the one
Yeah.
package. be
Disney
fair.
Plus and Apple TV Plus
Who wants that?
is $91.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's what's happening is you're just replacing your cable with your
like
streaming.
there's no
Cable.
point,
Exactly, yeah.
honestly.
Created to destroy to create fucking cable.
Yeah, but at the
Yeah.
same time, you're not gonna have every single streaming service.
But that's
But the thing is, like,
If
there
you
are so many
bought them.
shows that, like, in the past, like, they've just been on cable, then they moved to, like, so-and-so network, like, so-and-so streaming service. Now, like, you pay, I don't know, like, it's, like, $10 a month for one streaming that has, like, 2 or 3 shows that you like, and then
Yeah.
you go to another
You're like
streaming
cherry
service.
picking.
Yeah, like, another, like, and then it's just, like, you watch maybe, like, 2 or 3 shows from each streaming service, but you're still paying $10 a month. That's, like, $50 a month or 40 or something for 4 to 5. So it's, like...
yeah.
I mean, technically it is still cheaper than cable, but still, it's ridiculous.
But it's not cheaper when you like Kylie and I have cable, and then we pay for Crave, and then I have Netflix, and then she has Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
and then if we talk about adding Disney Plus, like just hell no, we have to get HBO before we do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. I mean, our bills, luckily we get to split them, but already not including Netflix, just with our internet and our cable, it's $168 a month.
Yeah.
And that's like we have a pretty basic package that just has like the sports channels and like
Yeah.
some on demand.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
just no point in having cable anymore.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, I mean, like Trev and I, we still have cable. We have Netflix and Crave, and we still have cable. But that's because with like a streaming service, you have to like look up the show you want to watch and
That's
stuff.
true,
So
yeah.
with cable, when I'm making dinner or we're just like hanging out on
It's
the couch and we don't really
mindless.
care,
Yeah.
we're just be like, oh, we'll just put this on or this on. So I think that's why I like cable still.
something else to look at.
What?
So we forgot something to tail onto Sonic.
Okay.
One important one. I don't know how the room's gonna react to this. Keanu Reeves is in the new SpongeBob movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
His name is Sage, and he's a sage bush.
Wait, what?
Keanu
I thought he was
Reeves.
love that
I thought he was a tumbleweed.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
his name
what?
is Sage. That's the joke. That's the whole
Oh,
line.
okay.
So Keanu Reeves is a sage, like a prophecy wielding sage, as a sage tumbleweed in the new SpongeBob movie.
It's a musical.
Okay.
by the way.
It's all SpongeBob movies are musicals,
Yeah.
and
Just unpack that for a moment.
I think we
as well
broke
as-
Charles.
I don't know what to do with that.
it's
Say it.
called Sponge on the Run. Someone's kidnapped Gary.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I have to see it.
Also, this is just from the trailer I watched. They go to a town that's essentially Las Vegas.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
no,
God.
I'm definitely, you can take my money.
The paddy wagon from the first SpongeBob movie.
Who plays Squidward?
I don't
Squidward.
know. Squidward, the guy who always plays Squidward.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's also weird because like it's weirdly 3D CGI.
It's the new CGI style.
There's a new CGI.
It looks. It's. I want to call it marshmallowy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like kind
I
of
feel like I
claymation
know
style
exactly
almost?
what you mean by
Yeah,
that.
Like claymation.
squishy.
with
Okay, I think I know
CGI.
what you mean.
Claymation
Yeah.
made with CGI.
But like smooth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's something else they made
Oh no.
that goes into this category.
I forgot all.
Victoria left. So we might hear her scream from the other room. So there's another trailer I saw for the origin story of Scooby-Doo,
Oh yeah.
of how Shaggy gained Scooby-Doo and how Mystery Inc. came to
I
be.
kind of want to see that actually. It's really cute.
It looks really
I
adorable.
honestly can't tell if I'm horrified or mesmerized.
It actually looks really good.
It looks
It's
really
again
cute.
with that weird CGI claymation thing.
Yeah.
Squishy
It's
play.
squishy.
Dough.
So, but here's my thing: is like, I get it. We have all this technology at our whim, which is great. But like the charm and like
Oh, yeah, here you go.
some
Here's
of
a
the
picture
greatness.
of all three of them together. Scoob.
Oh, okay. No, I lied. I'm on board.
You're on board, totally on board. with
Yeah.
this? You like
yeah.
it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Because I was gonna say like some of the great stuff. I mean, if that, because I was thinking like Shaggy would be a real person and Scooby Doo would be like CGI.
no.
That I would hate.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
they're
right?
not doing that
We're not
again.
going-
But if you're gonna do, yeah, okay, yeah,
No.
The whole movie.
yeah. Okay, I'm
looks
into it.
really, really cute.
Because
And-
they're kids and everything.
Yeah, they're like
Aw.
10, maybe.
Oh my god, I'm so
it
down.
looks.
But yeah, we're not going back to Mystery Island.
Okay, but I saw this
God,
post
yeah.
not that long ago, I guess like a year ago. I mean, it's great, like, we're remaking all these movies because we have new technology.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw a post and it was like, stop remaking the good movies and start remaking the bad ones.
See, but the thing
And I was
Yeah.
like, that we
Yes,
should
true.
do that. Like, let's reinvent it and make it better because
Yeah.
there's already classic versions of all these
yes, but
things.
here's the problem. They won't because they're afraid that the cheap ones won't make money.
I,
or the
you
bad
know what?
ones.
Someone's got to do it. You got to take a risk.
I really wanna do
Exactly.
Treasure Planet again.
You guys all want Treasure Planet.
Oh, don't bring
I
up Trevor
no.
Planet when Vic comes back.
What's
Please.
Treasure Planet?
Oh,
No,
no.
Oh, never mind.
Off episode, she can.
Somebody
rant
should
about
remake
it for you.
Geely and see if it could have been
Oh
good.
God, yeah.
Oh, God.
They should remake what?
Did you ever hear of Geely, the worst movie of all time?
Well, no, there's so much worse.
Well, one of the worst movies
Yeah.
of all time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You know a movie
How
I
to
wanna
spell that.
remake that was
It like Jiggly, but Gigli.
yeah. It was not great, but it wasn't bad. Flight of the Navigator. I might be aging how old I am.
I'm pretty sure. Are you not younger than Trev and I?
I am, but I
Right, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
an old lady. I am, but I'm not. Flight of the Navigator came out in I think '88.
I don't think I know the
No,
movie
I
you're
don't know
talking
that.
about.
It was, as I said, it did really bad, but it was actually really, really good. Let's see if I can find out what year Flight of the Navigator came out, and I'm probably going to be
1986.
86. I was 2 years
Wow.
off. I'm proud of myself. He essentially, if I remember correctly, I haven't seen it in years. He finds a spaceship and he has to go save the universe with, I think, a cat or something. And he's
I'm
'cause
in.
Because he is a natural navigator. He's the navigator, so it's Flight of the Navigator.
Oh,
It's like really.
I feel like I know the general premise, like I've heard of it or something, but I don't think I've seen it.
So like it's really badly done. It's so old. It's-
Yeah.
But it was a good storyline. It had a good story. I was happy. I
Yeah.
miss it. I watched a lot of old movies when I was young.
Yeah, but I'm really into like the whole like new storyline, new character. Like I want to see something that hasn't been done
Yeah.
before. Like I loved Get Out because I've never seen anything like that. I loved The Haunting of Hill House
Ooh,
because
yeah.
it had such a plot twist and was also terrifying.
The only thing I know about Get Out is the mythical morning saying it over and over and over
Jesus.
again.
Wait, what?
I know what that reference is. It's fine.
Okay.
No one else will get it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
There's only gonna be like 2 people who understand.
No
that.
one gets this reference. Yeah. So let's move on. What do we want to talk? Does
What
anyone
else do we
have
have
a
going
topic?
on?
Does anyone else
Oh.
have something they want to
No.
talk about? All right. Let's just do an honorable mention to Don Cherry's an asshole.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
We're not going anywhere else with
The
that.
side effect of Don Cherry's an asshole, this is the only thing I want to say about it, is Fabricland might shut down now.
I thought that was a joke.
I don't know, but there's been nothing about it, and Fabricland's already on its last legs.
Oh my god.
So he's the #1 buyer because he buys the fabric for his suits,
Mhm.
and he has a new suit every day, and he
Uh-huh.
donates all the old ones. I can't fault him for that. That's actually a good
Yeah,
cause.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would never be
Still
caught.
an asshole.
Still an
Yeah.
asshole.
Cool mother, still
Cool,
mother.
cool. Exactly. But yeah, so there's rumors. There's already none here on Lower Mainland. They're
I forgot
gone.
about their existence.
I lost.
I thought there was at least one.
No, that's Jessens though. It's not Fabricland. Way cheaper, by the way.
Okay.
I do a lot of my shopping there, except it's hard for me to get there, and it's not in the great area.
Fair.
It's in the danger area.
Fair.
Racing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right on the
The
edge.
danger zone.
It's right on the edge
yeah.
of the danger zone. I make sure I take someone with me when I go there, and they're gotta be bigger than me.
Yeah.
Well, that's not hard.
Ow.
Aw.
Hurt.
Don't hurt little Kira.
I'm around the same height.
Hey, at least I'm big in one area. Hey, that's fine. It hurts. I usually take my brother. He looks big. He looks like a big, bulky, leather-wearing twink. Fine, I'll accept the word twink. No, he's fluffy.
We love Vince.
We love Vince. He's a good boy. He goes fabric shopping with me. So yeah, they might go out of business, and that kind of makes me sad. Because I loved Fabricland when we had one.
Oh yeah.
Wait, does he actually? I thought you were making a joke. He actually gets all of the fabric from Fabricland.
Yeah, he plays a tailor. They go to Fabricland, and that's why he has a different suit every day.
Wow, you learn something new every podcast.
I
Those look like very expensive suits. They're just
Yeah.
the kind of thing that well, I mean, sure, once you get them tailored, they're pretty pricey, but
Yeah.
you would assume that those are like,
donates them too. Like they're
well, yeah, I mean,
washed
you
out.
can never wear the same one twice.
yeah. No,
so.
God forbid we wear the same outfit twice.
I mean, I'm sure that he'll probably still keep them in business. He's just going to walk around in his suits. The other thing is, and there's been some talk of this, I'm sure somebody else will hire him. It might not be
Yeah,
CBC,
probably.
but he'll probably go on and do commentating for some other network, maybe an
Yeah.
American one.
Russians.
But
The Russians.
it'll
one.
probably
I'm
happen.
not even kidding.
Yeah, that is actually true.
No.
But let's. How rude of you, phone.
Excuse
I'm
me?
demonetized. That was my uncle, guys.
Hopefully nobody caught that. Demonetization police. Don't catch that.
No, it was before the lyrics started.
There we
so
go.
It should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
What,
before like
10
5 seconds, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
I think I have 5.3 seconds or something.
See, there we go. Oh, good.
But I might not sure YouTube has updated their policies again,
Oh,
so
fuck,
I'm
you're
not
right.
sure. We might get flagged because I keep saying I'm a child.
Damn it, Susan.
We should clarify, not a child. I am actually the youngest one.
Plus, we have
Yes.
video proof that you're not a child.
No.
Yeah,
True.
in this
Yeah.
area.
That
Yeah.
also sounds quite suspect.
It does, but like our earlier episodes have
Yeah,
video, so.
Yeah, our early episodes were filmed.
And then
Oh,
we
We
had,
had an
fun.
official
Yeah.
cameraman.
and then we lost boobs.
We
And
lost
then
Was it
we
your
lost
dad?
them.
No, it was
No.
It was our friend Boobs.
Oh,
I lost
nickname.
my boobs.
Yes.
oh. This is an interesting crew.
I know. Aren't you glad you came on?
Should we
So happy to be
explain
here.
the name boobs?
Sure, let's explain boobs. Real quick, we'll do an explanation of
Yeah.
boobs.
Since it's been
I don't
long.
even think I have like a proper
Yeah, you
explanation
did.
of where.
You
Did
did.
I?
I think
Yeah.
like the first time you met Boobs.
Probably.
So Boobs was a friend of Jason's from his work.
He still is.
He still is.
Well,
Not was,
they don't
past
work,
tense.
They don't work together anymore, so
No,
they're
but
still
they're still
friends.
they're
friends.
still friends.
Yes.
Okay, I used was in the wrong part of the sentence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Boobs really wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons. So Jason told him I would DM a game. So he got added to my group. I had never met this man before. I still don't know his name. I still don't know.
I
Still
do.
don't
You
know
don't know his name?
No,
Tyler.
it's Tyler. Supposedly
Yeah.
it's Tyler.
Yes, it's
Supposedly
Tyler.
it is Tyler.
I think
Because
I think it's
It is
Yes,
Tyler.
it's Tyler.
Yes.
Sweet Jesus.
but no, because when he was introduced to me, his nickname was the Fatherless. He was never given a real name. It was the Fatherless.
Yeah.
And we started playing. He talked a little bit about his character. Half an hour into the game, he comes up and he's like, "Wait a minute,
By the way, I'm a girl.
I'm a girl." So I took my whiteboard, which I have all my writing on, and I wrote boobs
Just so we knew, like, just so we could remember
right
his
across,
character
right
was a
across,
girl.
right across my whiteboard. So I would use the right suffixes, like
Yes.
he, she, her,
Character
suffixes.
Like, I had Tooth Fairy at the time.
Yeah, you were a tooth fairy. Also
I
is
stole
she?
teeth.
Yeah, great tooth fairy.
Okay.
And then from that moment on, his name changed to Boobs.
Yes.
So
So
the only way we were going to remember he's playing a female character.
that was the only way I remember he was a lady.
And,
Dude looks like a lady.
and it stuck.
And then I told Jason. No, this is how it's like. I told Jason, and he thought it was a great joke and decided to call him that at work. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, I'm Boobs now," and he just accepted it, and it stuck. Everyone at work called him Boobs.
Even Devin's called him boobs on set.
Yeah.
On set, he's been called Boobs at his new job. It's now his name. he will respond to Boobs.
He will, yes.
I spent forever, like, I think Devin and I, we were up at his grandmother's, and we were talking about, like, our friends and like, a podcast, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, I'm trying not to say boobs to his grandmother, because I'm just like, I can't remember his name.
Boobs. His name is Boobs.
Oh my god.
I could not remember for, like, 10 minutes. I had to go look in her group chat. I'm like, what is this guy's actual name?
Boobs. His
So,
name
like,
in the group
it
chat
looks
is
like
Boobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it also tags the actual name as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that explains the nickname Boobs.
Yeah, that's where Boobs
Honestly,
came from.
a good nickname.
It is a great name.
Solid.
It's his name.
Totally solid.
Oh, I got a lot of emails.
How are you for time?
Elizabeth just also asked.
One second.
Oh, okay.
I have emails to sit through. We're fine for a little bit.
Okay.
Is that your thumbnail?
No,
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm just adding things to the Instagram story.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just heard camera shock. I thought
No, I saw
was a
him like
thumbnail
lift it
again.
up and take a picture.
I
So
was
I
like,
was like,
no,
what are
I
you
don't
doing?
want to be a thumbnail again. I'll pose later.
You know what we should use as a thumbnail?
Me.
Well, yes, the Spy Kids thing.
Spy Kids.
Because, you know, they're thumbs.
Oh, the thumbs?
Oh
They'll be the
dear.
thumbnail.
I would accept a thumbnail for the
Oh my
thumbs.
god.
Literally, only time we're talking about Spy Kids is so that I want that to be.
Speaking of Spy Kids, weirdly enough,
What?
That's a TV show on Netflix.
What?
Is
What?
Yes.
Wait,
TV
what?
Is
show?
Yes, there's a cartoon TV show about Spy Kids of the original two.
all right.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, fucking TV has been playing a lot of Spy Kids lately.
Yeah,
Good.
a lot of Disney and Spy. Yeah, like it's
Good.
like
Spy Kids is good.
You'd think they'd stop playing Disney films.
Wait, on,
because
like,
of
what
Disney
channel?
Plus. Well, Disney.
Oh.
Well, family channel.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
Well, they're not gonna stop. Oh, Disney spell. They're not gonna stop playing Disney stuff on like family.
I know, but you'd think they kind of would scale back to like make you go to Disney Plus.
No.
Or they're going to
No,
give you a
not
little
necessarily.
taste, and then they're going to want you to be like, oh, I wish I could watch this all the time.
Well, I mean, because like
Plus,
it's been a thing where they've been playing like
It
one
might
night.
also be because
Yeah.
their contract is going to be up soon, so they're trying to
Yeah.
play.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because they played like
Yeah, they're
Mulan like
playing-
3 times in a row on
Yeah.
one
That's
night. So
a lot of
There's no argument about that. That's
a lot,
Mulan.
a lot of nostalgia stuff, a lot
Yeah.
of old stuff.
It could also be the reverse what you're thinking because they could be playing more Disney so that you will go buy Disney Plus. Keep in
Well,
mind-
yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, right? Like, you're like,
yeah.
oh man, remember how great all this
Yeah,
was. I
I
wish I
was
could
like
watch
this.
it on
Yeah.
demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like plus Disney doesn't like they have all of their other new shows that are coming out. So, I mean, that's already gonna get people buying it.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm going for like the old shit in like the 80s or
I
whatever.
know.
They have,
I know.
They have they have like Spider-Man cartoons, X-Men cartoons. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going for X-Men. I love the X-Men
They also
from the
have
80s.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, they also had like the Justice League cartoon, I think, and
I
like
didn't
stuff
like the Justice League cartoon.
and stuff like that.
Actually,
Hulk. I
why
think.
would Disney Plus have the Justice League?
I didn't mean Justice League. I meant
you're thinking of the Marvel Avengers.
Avengers?
no, not just Avengers, but there's another.
cartoon. There's a few.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top.
But I bet you're thinking of the Avengers one.
Probably. There's a lot of. Listen, I mix up things.
We're gonna talk about Rippin' Friends again.
Oh
no.
God, no.
Oh, what happened there?
Rippin' Friends? Do you not remember that?
What?
I don't think
Rippin' Friends.
it might have been blocked from memory.
Probably. Hopefully.
Ripping Friends?
I'm gonna
It was
find
on like Adult
No,
Swim, I think, or
Ripping.
something. Was it?
Ripping Friends?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was on late night.
It was
Teletoon.
not good. I
It was on
hate
late
it.
night Teletoon.
Wasn't
Late
it like
night.
this, like along the same lines as like Happy Tree Friends?
Yes.
No.
No, it was kind of
No.
gross,
It wasn't-
honestly.
As violent as Happy Tree Friends, but it was disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was.
Oh, she's been spared.
Do I
Shit.
know what this is?
Yeah,
No
wow,
idea what
Chels.
it is.
I have no
I
idea.
mean, I even like know
Actually,
Rippin'
you know-
Friends.
yeah, but you're younger than me.
It didn't.
Oh, I watched that show all the time.
No, I
Oh,
hated
it
that
was
show.
brilliant. I
You are
loved it.
spiking.
I hated that show. It was
Well,
so
good.
creepy. and
Jason needs
gross.
some work.
I love that show. Let's
hate it.
talk about a really quick topic.
Oh,
Okay.
We've only
damn.
got a few minutes left.
All right.
Okay.
You had subjects.
I did.
You didn't look at them.
Are they
No, I
gone?
didn't write them down.
Are they gone now?
Discussing about it.
Perfect.
I didn't write them down. I forgot. No, because we had Remembrance Day recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
That happened. I was downtown at Memorial Park as it was going off for not the parade or the event. I was there for another reason.
Okay.
Pokemon.
No. I went on a journey to a store.
What's
Okay.
for-
Think of where that park is.
I don't
I
know.
don't know where the park
You
is.
went to
Oh.
the dispensary.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like, I know that area. What's
That's the
around
weird
there?
Store.
I literally don't get out.
That's true. right above Memorial Park is like, right outside it is 4 dispensaries,
Yeah.
all next to each other.
Oh god.
That they are.
They're, it's legal in this area.
Yeah, well, it's legal in Canada.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
legal in Canada.
Yeah,
If you don't know where we are.
I mean, we've only mentioned it a few times.
we have.
I went with my mother because she has a green card.
Oh, yeah.
She does have an actual green card because she has glaucoma.
Yeah.
It's for her eyes.
I mean, not that you need it anymore, and not that it would matter if she didn't. No,
Yeah.
no judgment. No judgment zone.
So we were there for that, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go look outside and watch the parade. There were no standing spots on the street. You couldn't walk dispensary upstairs because it was upstairs.
Yeah.
Empty.
Oh,
Full on window view of the entire
Oh, well,
thing.
there you
Front
go.
row seats. I'm like,
nice.
this badass. Why is no one up here? And then,
Nobody
like,
thinks about it,
oh yeah, because as soon as you open the door to come in here, you get a full blast of weed.
right?
Oh my god.
Just you open the doors, I'm like, I'm high now.
Yeah.
It always makes me laugh because like when I take the transit to school, we go by like Cassia or whatever, and there
I'm
is
high now.
Yeah, well, no, but there's a dispensary right there, and right beside it is a freaking cake store.
Oh,
And it makes
genius.
me laugh every single time I see it,
Genius.
and I'm just like, this is.
I wonder how much their profits have gone up since then.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is all up here.
Skyrocketed.
Through the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah.
The smart move on their part.
Yeah, that always reminds me of that Friends episode where Ross has to sell the Girl Guide cookies.
Oh
And
yeah.
he takes them to the
Oh,
dorms, and then he's
yeah.
cookie dude.
Selling-
He sells like 700 boxes.
How many girl guys do you think are selling them outside of dispensaries now?
There was an article that came out about that last year,
they did that.
and they sold out.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what-
People were like shaming them. It's like, are you kidding me? This is marketing genius. These
Yeah.
girls are gonna be
Exactly.
rich.
Yeah, those girls knew exactly what they did.
Exactly.
Very smart about it.
Yeah.
But mine actually related to a question I heard as I was leaving the park because I wanted to go home and I had no part in the parade because there's too many people. It's just too much for me. Because I used to, when I was little, I picked up the spare poppies I found on the floor and I would thread them into my jeans.
Okay.
Okay.
And I got told this when I was little, and I walked by a kid who was also being told this. I'm like, supposedly it's disrespectful
What?
to have more than one poppy.
Why?
What?
I have asked many, many people. No one has ever given me a proper answer. In my mind, as I'm picking up the poppies, I'm like, I'm showing respect by taking them and carrying them around when no
And
one else
also-
wants to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, you're not like this like pollution or not pollution.
I'm not littering.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
cleaning up litter.
I used to just stick them through my finger.
Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah, me too.
God, I
I do
hated
that
people
too.
that did that.
What's wrong with us?
Hey,
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you? Jesus.
Hey, I can't feel most of my fingertips.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
Okay, but-
that's besides the point.
that's okay.
God, I hate needles on a good day.
I do hate.
Yeah, I
needles,
hate
but
needles
I
too,
love
but it's just not the same.
Yeah, no,
not the
because
same.
you're just sticking. It was also fun to gross people out.
It was the threading.
Yeah.
It's only the first layer of skin, just enough so that it would hang if you held your hand up like
Oh
that.
yeah, no, it's totally fine. That's fine, right? That's totally
I
fine.
also did it like on the top of
Fucking
my
hell.
head.
I
wanted
could do those.
I wanted to put it anywhere I could, so I had like so many like. I've also stuck safety pins like through my ears, like.
Oh yeah, from that.
Why?
Ah,
That's fun.
no.
That's how's that fun?
Oh, and he's gone.
Because
There
of
he
that.
goes.
Because of that reaction.
Yeah, no way.
Honey.
But
He's
yeah,
getting more alcohol.
Yeah, he's
Thank
getting
you.
more alcohol.
No, I'm good. Thanks. I gotta
Yeah,
drive.
but because of that, I was always so confused, and no one's been able to give me a straight answer of how this is.
So I've heard that before, but yeah, no explanation as to why. Just well, it is.
The first
And
time I
so then I don't know if it actually
Yeah.
is.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, the first time I got told that was actually, it usually get told to me by teachers and principals in school. That's when I would do it. 'Cause, like, assembly's over, everyone rips them off.
Yeah.
Because I would just. pick
Well, I've
them off
heard
off the
also that it's
hallways.
disrespectful to wear them after 12 p.m. on November 11th.
That seems
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why
Weird.
either.
It's like-
But Mom and I went to the Remembrance Day ceremony,
Yeah.
and somebody was talking about that, and I was like, "What is that true?" And she's like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to wear them after like noon. You're supposed to take them off."
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why.
Apparently, yeah, you can wear a few. Like even Queen Elizabeth is known for wearing many.
Yeah.
So like it's bullshit. They probably just didn't want you to wear
Oh, he's
staff
back.
people.
Not to follow boomer trends at the moment, but that sounds like a very boomer thing to say.
Okay,
It's like, no,
boomer.
I was
you
gonna say that.
just can't wear them after 12. It's like, why? It's because.
Yeah,
It's like, you can't wear them all
100%.
over
The
your
no
pants. Why?
explanation.
Because.
Yeah.
Like, okay, boomer.
Yeah,
I got to the
absolutely.
point where, like, several years, I was able to make poppies in my jeans out of poppies.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like that whole like.
It's better than just throwing them away. You would think it would be more respectful.
And like I remember the whole thing about like wearing them at like only being able to do it like after a certain time or whatever. It's like same thing with like April Fools and shit like that too. And it's like
Okay, but April Fools, you gotta abide by those rules because people don't know, and then you get them, and then it's not valid anymore.
see, my understanding of why they only do April Fools after like you can't do it after 12 is because they just didn't want to be pranked anymore, and I'm like, that's bullshit.
It's more supposed to be like because it's more creative if you have to hit them between a certain time frame.
And then you can actually get the punchline within the day.
Yeah.
That's probably why, is you can get that punchline
fuck
within
that.
the day.
And I think just for everybody, you don't want to have your guard up for a full 24 hours.
That's me
welcome.
with anxiety.
That's my entire house every day.
Yeah.
I just remember that one April Fool's Day, I got our friend, he thought I had sprained my wrist and pierced my lip.
Oh, God.
And because I don't have any in, I'm not allowed to wear jewelry at work, so I don't have any piercings in, but I have little half rings.
Yeah.
So like little used. I had unscrewed the tips and put it on my lip so it looked like it had gone all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do that with lip. Yeah.
Yeah, but I said I got it pierced, and it was shortly after I got my nose ring, and he thought I actually did it.
Yeah. I'd buy that.
It was pretty good, and the wrist was actually believable.
Yeah.
Like
Because you break
I
everything.
break everything.
There isn't a week when you don't hurt yourself. Actually, did you not hurt yourself this week?
No, not this week.
No, I walked into a wall.
Yeah, there it is.
No, it's fine. I walked into a wall. I had no glasses on yesterday. I walked into a lot of walls.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. That's your own fault
I
then.
forgot my glasses. Okay,
Smooth.
Again, I was like, I know there's not a week when you don't hurt yourself.
I'm fine. I only lost a little bit of blood today.
And also the feeling of 3 of your fingers.
It might be more than 3.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Let's see.
But that's besides the point.
This is what story times with Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hurt herself
I got
this
maybe
week.
half.
There you go.
But yeah, that's the
Is that about it then?
That's the end.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
we're right about time.
Alrighty.
So,
Well, thanks for Chelsea for coming out.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. Maybe I'll be back.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, yeah.
More than
Come back.
welcome.
Come be our pretty guest again.
Well, you're gonna have to get more mics.
We're gonna need
One
more
of these
mics.
days we'll have enough mics for everybody.
No.
and we're gonna need the proper mixer thing. With like,
Well, I mean,
all
we
the
can
individual-
hold 5 mics.
No, like the big one where we can all have our own
We
channel.
need
Oh,
more
yeah,
pretty
that too.
things.
That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. but
Yeah.
my brain
We,
doesn't.
we need Jason back for that because he's willing to spend the money on that.
Or we can all just chip it.
I would spend money on that.
Yeah.
No, don't.
We can all
It's
just chip.
extremely
We
expensive.
can all just chip in.
It's extremely
It's
expensive.
really expensive.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But with,
Anyways.
with that, don't forget to check out Devin and Boobs. Have things in the description. Trevor and Boobs. Devin
You
and
said-
Boobs.
That's
You
okay.
said Devin.
You said Devin.
Yeah. Although both Devin and Boobs both have things in the description as well.
And so does Trevor.
And so do I.
He has
New music comes
Jason
soon.
has music. We also have Movember is still a thing.
Yes. Check my Instagram page. It'll be in the description below.
He currently looks like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I got the whole handlebars thing going on. It's great.
No, it's not.
Fantastic. We've got Red Light Gaming. We've also got the Secrets. The
Yes.
Secret
As
Secrets.
As soon as everything decides to work properly, then
We've got to sacrifice another thing to the gaming gods.
I know.
I don't have any organs left to give. I don't have. Bye. Why, hello there. Do you like to see chunky boys beating the shit out of skimpy ladies? So do I. Now let me tell you where you can watch this. The JKT Radio Gaming YouTube channel. To find this, go to the JKT Radio Podcast channel. Go to the featured channels on the sidebar. It's literally the only one there. Click it. It's glorious. Lick it if you must. But click it. And then you can watch us play video games all the time. And beat skimpy ladies as the chunkiest boys. Goodbye.